The Democratic majority this morning finally got the magic number they needed to successfully override Governor Calvo's veto of Bill 413, which he called mischievous in his veto message in April. The 430-page bill not only provides for election reform, it also includes language to conduct an audit of the 2010 general election. Specifically, it would audit provisional and absentee ballots not counted. We reported that it was in 2010 that the feds took the GEC to court for failing to get Yokava ballots out on time to overseas voters. As a result, the court provided a week and a half after the election for them to be mailed in and counted, but only for the congressional race. GEC officials at the time were concerned about the implications because the federal court ruling was in conflict with local law, prohibiting accepting ballots after Election Day.
We're not in no way wanting to change the outcome of any election, Madam Speaker, but just have an audit, not an audit of all of the ballots that were cast, but simply have an audit of those ballots that were summarily dismissed. And after doing the audit, just determine whether or not the incumbents received the prerequisite 50% plus one, and whether or not the incumbent has the mandate to serve and to carry out those objectives that he believes in the best interest of the people of Guam.
In order for the Democrats to get to the magic number of 10, it required a Republican to switch their vote. As she did when the bill went up for the first override last month, Senator Eileen Yamashita again joined the Democrats, despite questions she presented on the floor, such as the integrity of the 2010 ballots and how Gov Guam was going to pay for the audit.
As we talk about all these fiscal cliffs that we are overlooking at this point, I wonder if indeed we are going to be able to identify the funds that would be required to pay for an audit.
When the question is asked, how much more money is needed, we're going over a fiscal cliff, how much more money is needed to do this audit? And I don't want anybody to mislead. It's not an audit of the entire votes that were cast, it's just those two areas that we're looking at.
Evidently, Executive Director of the GEC, Maria Pangilinan, does not want anyone to be misled either, clarifying that she simply does not have the money.
I'm already really cash-strapped because in the fiscal year 2013 budget, I didn't budget for the initiative. And the initiative, my planned expenditures for the initiative was $75,000. And so, my initial request for fiscal year 2013 was 1.2, I believe, and I ended up getting 767,000. That doesn't cover. I'm already cash strapped. I won't make it through the fiscal year.
To pay for personnel.
To pay for personnel and operations.
Pangilinan added that even the recent recount that was conducted of several precincts from the 2012 general election requiring funding she didn't have. Going forward, she's certain she'll also need money to pay for overtime that will be incurred if the audit must be completed in 45 days.
If it's the mandate, we'll figure out what we need and we'll let you and the rest of the legislature know if you want us to finish this is what we need.
For the time being, according to Senator Respicio, the findings of the audit are non-binding. The override vote was 10 yes, 3 no, and 2 excused absences.